everyone, and welcome to the channel. Glad you could join me today, and I'd say you've picked a good day to join me as well, because today we're going to be reading one of my favourite poems, and that poem is Ozymandias by Percy Bysshe Shelley. Originally written in 1817, it was first published in 1818 in an issue of the Examiner. This was a newspaper of the time. It's an interesting poem for sure, and one of the most interesting things about it is its name. Ozymandias is the Greek name for the Egyptian pharaoh Ramesses II, and supposedly Shelley's inspiration for the poem came from the British Museum's announcement that they were transporting a section of the statue over to England to be displayed. I think I'm going to include a picture of the statue's head that is on display, just so you can get an idea, when trying to visualise parts of the poem, what Shelley was trying to describe. I think that'll be quite nice. I'll stick it in the corner, just nice and out the way of the text. Well, anyway, let's begin. Ozymandias by Percy Bysshe Shelley. I met a traveller from an antique land, who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read, which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them, and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear: My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away. I always find that ending quite ominous. Sends a little shiver up my spine. I say, this poem, it was on the wall of my English classroom when I was in year 7 and 8, and it was up there in a poster, had a background of the statue and the sands and it all being half buried, and it was the first poem I read, and I didn't understand the first time I read it, and I think that made me like it even more. It made me reread it and see the different ways to read it, and I think ever since then it's always had a special place for me. If you enjoyed my reading of this poem, I encourage you to check out one of the readings I watched, just to get an idea of how other people did this kind of thing, that's also on YouTube. I'll link it down in the description below, but it's got a really nice animation that goes along with the reading. I think it's based off Bryan Cranston's reading for a trailer he did for Breaking Bad, but it's got some really nice imagery there that complements the flow of the poem nicely. Well, you'll see what I mean if you check it out, but well, you don't have to, of course, just if you'd like to. Well, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed your stay on the channel. If you have had a good time, stick around, have a look, see if there's anything else that takes your fancy. If you didn't enjoy yourself, leave a comment, let me know why. See what I can do to make it a bit better for you next time. Well, anyway, as always, you'll hear me in the next one. Goodbye.